In today's lesson, we are going to be learning about the Lakota Sioux tribe and the buffalo. Let's go over some vocabulary. Our first word is agile. Say agile. Agile means able to move quickly and easily. Galloping. Say galloping. Galloping means moving very quickly. Sacred. Say sacred. Sacred means treated with respect. And our last word is warriors. Say warriors. Warriors are people who are good fighters and are experienced in battle. This is a map of the United States where we live. This green area here is known as the Great Plains. Say Great Plains. A plain is a large area of fairly flat land with lots of grass but few trees. Many Native American tribes lived in the Great Plains long ago. One group of tribes was known as the Sioux. Sioux tribes included Lakota Sioux, Dakota Sioux, and Standing Rock Sioux, among others. Today's read aloud is about the Lakota Sioux people of the Great Plains. Do you know what animal this is? This is a buffalo. Say buffalo. Buffalo are wild animals, both larger and stronger than most horses. Long ago, many buffalo roamed the Great Plains. The buffalo were important to the Lakota Sioux for many reasons. You will learn more about how the buffalo were important to the Lakota Sioux in the read aloud today. So I want you to listen carefully to find out why the buffalo were so important to the Lakota Sioux. It feels like an earthquake. A herd of buffalo thunders by, hooves crashing. The earth trembles. With heads down, horns thrust forward, and eyes glaring, these beasts are frightened and dangerous. Into their midst charges a group of brave Lakota Sioux warriors on horseback. Warriors are people who are good fighters and are experienced in battle. Each man has his spear or arrow ready. He will shoot as soon as he gets a bow's length away, almost close enough to reach out and touch the animal. Both of the hunter's hands are busy with his weapons, and he clings to the galloping horse by the strength of his leg muscles alone. Galloping means that the horse was running very quickly. Lakota Sioux hunters shot and killed only as many buffalo as they needed for food, clothing, shelter, and tools. Sharing with others was very important to the Lakota Sioux. The buffalo killed during the hunt were divided among everyone in the tribe, including people too old or too sick to hunt for themselves. To have a successful buffalo hunt, both men and horses had to be well trained. It took months of hard work to get a horse ready. The horse needed courage and speed to run through a rushing herd of buffalo, coming face to face with a stomping, steam-breathing, hairy beast. Horses were trained to stop immediately at the nudge of a rider's knees. Not every horse was brave and fast enough to be chosen for the hunt. Not every boy was brave and fast enough to be chosen for the hunt either. Boys began training for buffalo hunts at a young age. They learned to ride horses well by the time they were 5 years old. They held riding contests to see who could ride the fastest, jump the highest, and shoot the straightest. The winners were allowed to ride with the scouts who searched for buffalo herds before the hunt. Boys needed lots of practice shooting at moving targets. They learned to be quick and agile or move quickly and easily by playing games with hoops and poles. Round hoops made from bent branches were rolled along the ground. As the hoops spun down the hillside with buffalo speed, boys aimed their poles through the center of the hoops. Something called rawhide was wrapped around the hoops. that the boys use for target practice. Rawhide is the tough, hard leather made from a buffalo's hide or skin. Rawhide was used by the Lakota Sioux for many things. The Lakota Sioux made drums, rattles, buckets, and ropes from rawhide. Boiled rawhide was even used to make a special glue. The buffalo gave the Lakota Sioux almost everything they needed for life on the Great Plains. Rawhide was pretty tough, but the Lakota Sioux discovered ways to soften hides, turning them into soft leather with many more uses. From this soft leather, the Lakota Sioux woman made moccasins, cradles, winter robes, bedding, shirts and dresses, pouches, and dolls. The Lakota Sioux often painted beautiful designs or pictures on the buffalo skin they used to make their homes. This illustration shows a teepee on which the Lakota Sioux painted horses and buffalo. The bones of the buffalo were made into knives, arrowheads, shovels, scrapers, awls, a type of needle, and paintbrush handles. The horns were used for cups, spoons, ladles, and toys. A part of the buffalo's muscle, called sinew, was used as thread for stringing bows and arrows. The hair was used for headdresses, pillows, ropes, and ornaments. The Lakota Sioux certainly knew how to make or get the things they needed. Think of all those ways they used every part of the buffalo. Nothing was wasted. Even the buffalo meat lasted long after the hunt. The Lakota Sioux often made stew with the fresh meat. They also dried buffalo meat to eat in the winter months when food was harder to find. The Lakota Sioux pounded this dry meat, mixed it with buffalo fat to make a tasty snack called pemmican. For the Lakota Sioux, the buffalo were sacred. When something is sacred, that means it is treated with respect. The Lakota Sioux said special prayers to the animals before hunting and killing them. Every year they performed a special ceremony, the buffalo dance, at the start of the summer buffalo hunting season. The buffalo dance ceremony is something the Lakota Sioux still perform today. So that was a lot of information about the Lakota Sioux and how they used every part of the buffalo in order for them to survive. They made teepees, they made drums, they used it for food, even for clothes. So now you can go ahead and answer the questions about all you learned about the buffalo and the Lakota Sioux.